Hi, everybody. So excited that you are checking out this video about Park Lane and all of the awesome things that this company has to offer if you so choose to give it a shot, and we hope you do. So my name is Erica Hardwick, and I live in Greenville, South Carolina with my husband and two kids. They are 3 and 12. Both incredible stages of life. At the same time, it's intense. Sometimes I'm also an entrepreneur of over 10 years. I'm a real estate agent, but I also own and operate Collective Music Solutions, a music entertainment company. And then, of course, I'm a Park Lane stylist as well. And so all of those things combined are so fun. But Park Lane is probably the most joyful thing that I get to do. And that in and of itself is super special. So I'm excited to tell you about this opportunity tonight. I'm excited to tell you why I love it, a little bit more about who we are and what we do so that you can hopefully make a really good decision if you're considering joining us here. So let me say first that this business in this industry is really near and dear to me. It's been something that I've had quite a bit of years in. Most recently, I left another company in health and wellness to come to Park Lane, and I had significant income there. And so I have personally seen what direct sales can do for someone, what social selling can do. And when you've seen that, you can't unsee it, you can't unfeel it, you can't unknow it. And so you kind of just want to like shout it from the rooftops to people like, if you need a side hustle, if you need a whole career change, whatever it is that you're looking for, why ever you're watching this video, whatever your reason for being here is, this is something that you really need to consider. And I'm not apologetic about that. And so it's just done so much for me. Even since being with Park Lane, I qualified for the Mercedes. So I'm in that program. I'm working to earn a trip to St. Thomas. We have so many cool things. And so a lot of good wins for me just since coming on since November, because Park Lane makes it so easy to be successful here, to make money here. And so let me tell you just a few things that I think are important for you to know if you are considering jumping in and linking arms with us. Okay, so first of all, direct selling in general is the most flexible, easy to fit into your life work that you will ever do. Some people may disagree with that, but that's what I think. And specifically Park Lane, specifically jewelry as a product category is really easy to kind of dip in and dip out when you need to, run really hard and jump back out when you need to. There are other industries. I came from health and wellness. If you lost momentum in health and wellness, it took a lot to get it back. Jewelry is a really cool opportunity because it gives you the chance to run really hard when you have time and then take a couple weeks off, whatever it is that you need. And so I think that's important to know, especially for people that have come from other industries, or if maybe you're considering coming from another industry. It is easy to fit this into your life and to do what you want with it when you want to do that with it. And again, that's part of the social selling direct sales beauty, is that you're really your own boss. I mean, yes, you work for Park Lane and they give you a 1099, right? You're an independent contractor, but you set your own hours, you set your own schedule. You decide, when you work, when you don't work, you work it around your family. There's nothing about direct sales that you really can't tailor to your life. And that is huge, especially for me being as busy as I am. Again, I work 2 full-time jobs and I can still fit Park Lane in. I have kids, like we still fit it in. And it is so easy to do that, especially without any quotas, right? There's no rules, there's no hoops to jump through. You join this company, you do what you want with it. And I think that's really special. The other thing about jewelry that I have to say is that jewelry is the most gifted item like worldwide. It's the one thing that people gift more than anything else. And so people are going to buy jewelry. They can buy it from you or they can buy it from someone else. And so I think it's a really neat, very, very special product category for that reason. And so some of you watching this might actually be considering a couple companies, or might actually be looking at a health and wellness brand or a clothing brand, whatever. And jewelry specifically is just something that people are always going to buy. They're already buying it. They might as well buy it from you. And so I think that speaks volumes to why I chose jewelry. And I'll tell you this, I'm not even a big jewelry person. I never have been, as I wear 5 bracelets. I realized I was a jewelry person. I don't get my lashes done, and I'm not like a big fashion person. And, I don't have 1,000 purses and tons of pairs of shoes. That's just not me. But when I especially looked at the comp plan, and I'll talk about that in a second, coupled with the amount of jewelry that people purchase every year, it was a no-brainer. So Park Lane specifically as a company, not just jewelry as a category or direct sales in general, but Park Lane specifically is super, super special. And the first thing that's special about Park Lane, and I just said it, is the compensation plan. I told you I've been doing this a long time. And I mean, I've thought a lot about it. I've researched. I really can't think of another company that has ever had a compensation plan that I've seen with my own eyes that is equivalent to Park Lane's. You can jump in immediately and make money. You don't have to build a huge business. You don't have to recruit a bunch of people. You can if you want to. But you don't have to do that to make money. And with a lot of social selling companies, the real income is in building a big business. But if you want $500 or $1,000 extra a month, you can do that just promoting the products and just being a resource for people to buy jewelry from you. You don't have to recruit a bunch of people. If that feels uncomfortable to you, this is what you need to be looking at, because Park Lane allows you with the compensation plan to make significant money simply by selling the product and being a student of the product. Everywhere I go, people are like, "Oh, where'd you get that? I love those earrings. I love that necklace." I'm like, "Oh, I can get it for you." Right? So it just makes sense when you look at the comp plan and how simply selling can make you so much money. It's so great. The other thing that I love, there are several other things I love about Park Lane. Number one, they have a customer special program. They love their customers, take care of their customers. Every single month, people can buy 2 products, their 2 most inexpensive pieces of jewelry, and get 4 at half off. And then there's always a bonus, maybe 2 bonus items, where no matter what it costs, they get it for $30. So it's really exciting for people. And Park Lane really does a phenomenal job, more than any other company that I know of taking care of customers and advocates simultaneously. It's wild. Also, the third piece of that is hostesses. So we operate on style events. You can do those in person, but most people do them online. I would say 95% of us are purely doing them through Facebook or another platform if you so choose. But you have a style event and you have a hostess that hosts that for you. And she is loaded down with free jewelry, just simply by making the connections, contacting her people, and just working kind of the systems that we have in place. And if she works those systems, it is very rare that she is not successful at getting lots of free jewelry. So customers, hostesses, and the stylists are all taken care of by Park Lane. And that is really special. A lot of times with companies, you'll see, the contractors that work for the company, and then maybe the customers are taken well care of, but the hostesses aren't, or the hostess and customers are getting all these really great deals and free things, and then the people that are working for the company aren't doing that great or making that much money. All 3 synergistically happen here, and it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And ultimately, when customers and hostesses are happy, you have a thriving business. And so I truly think that Park Lane has nailed it. I mean, nailed it when it comes to, how they look at the customer experience, the hostess experience, and then caring for and loving on their stylists and paying us well, free trips to St. Thomas. Oh my gosh, the travel that you can earn for free, and take your family with you if you want to. Maybe you want a kid-free vacation. I don't know, but you can take your whole family if you want. You can earn a trip for free. It is so, so, so neat. They do that twice a year. So you can earn free vacations for your family. Right now, we're in the process of earning one to St. Thomas. Oh, so exciting. I haven't quite earned it yet, but I'm running hard for it. And then I've already mentioned the Mercedes program. In the very first promotion level of this company. I'll say it again, the first promotion level of this company. Bring on one stylist with you if you so choose to do that. You can qualify for a Mercedes. That sounds kind of unreal, but it's true. So, there's obviously things you have to do to get there, but they make it very, very black and white. and very, very attainable to earn these things. Also, every month you can earn well over $1,000 worth of free jewelry just for yourself. There's no cap to that. Like, you can do it every month as long as you're a stylist for yourself, just simply by hitting a few benchmarks and markers. And it's so easy. So I have more jewelry than I've ever had in my whole life, and it's the most fun thing ever. You know, I just thought about this. I think jewelry is just, it's lighthearted, it's joyful, it's fun. I hear a lot of people talk about direct sales, or their work in direct sales. And one of the things that they're like, I want to make a difference. I want to do something that's making a difference, that's enriching people's lives. Well, let me tell you something. There aren't many better things that you can do for someone than to make someone feel beautiful. It is scientifically proven that putting on a piece of jewelry boosts our serotonin level. It's scientifically proven that we get a mood boost simply by putting in an earring, or putting on a necklace, or putting on a bunch of fun bracelets. And so to be able to, that's a gift that you can give somebody. I don't care what anybody says. And to be able to offer that to the people in your life, that's huge. And that's really something that not many other product categories can say, is that instantly, you know, I put on this jewelry and I feel beautiful, and I just feel so great about myself. And so to be able to give that to people is super special. You know, the other thing about jewelry, and I'm kind of backtracking a little bit because my wheels are turning, but the other thing that's super cool about jewelry, is that, I'm sorry, I totally lost my train of thought, is that, it's an impulse buy, right? People, there's no education. So again, I mentioned that I came from health and wellness, I think. And so in health and wellness, the education is intense. The sales cycle is long. I mean, you are working with people sometimes for months to get them to buy one supplement that costs $50. And it can be taxing. It can be overwhelming. It can be very exhausting. I'm not saying it's that way for everybody, but it was that way for me. And so this has been the most incredible breath of fresh air for me, to be able to make women feel beautiful. I don't have to educate them. Women look at jewelry and know they like it or they don't. You're not really going through that. You're just offering a product category to people that they already love, that they're already going to wear. And then they know what they like, and then they buy it. And then their friends buy it, and then their friends buy it. And all of a sudden it's just a snowball effect. And you have this, even if it's just selling the jewelry and you don't want to recruit, that's okay. You suddenly have, when you just work the business. And by the way, all the steps are in place. There are so many resources here. I can't even begin. I haven't even taken a dive into all the resources. It's not even possible. There is so much for you. You are truly set up to win when you join Park Lane. And the company I came from wasn't that way. It was that way after a little while, after a few years, but the second that I became a part of Park Lane, my mind was blown. I was overwhelmed at the resources that were sitting right there for me to just take off running and do whatever I wanted with this business. And it's already figured out. I just plug and play those resources into what I'm doing in my business, and boom, I'm successful. And that's exactly how it happened for me. And a lot of my team members that I've partnered with that have linked arms with me, and are, we're working alongside each other. I've seen it happen for so many people. And so I'm just telling you, the resources are there. Jewelry is the industry to be in. Park Lane is the company to be with. I just can't say it enough. The other thing that I would be remiss to not talk about, if you are watching this and you have direct sales experience like I did, I want you to know that Park Lane has something called the Direct Appoint program. And that program almost mirrors what corporate America does when you leave one job or one company and go to another. They don't dismiss your experience and you start over at zero, right? You get paid and you get brought in at a level that's equivalent with your experience, with what you know, with what you've done, with what you've accomplished. Park Lane does that for you. So you can take a direct sales, a social selling business that you had years back, and that experience that you have, they honor it. and they bring you into the comp plan at a place that's going to best mirror or closely mirror, because no comp plan is perfectly equal, but it's going to very closely mirror what you've already done, the experience that you have, what you've learned, and they're just going to say, here, take it. And the coolest thing about Park Lane, if you've ever been in direct sales, you got to know this. When you hit a promotion, when you get to a certain level in the comp plan, you stay there forever. That's it. You earn it. It's yours. There's no run to, hit your rank this month. None of that. It is so easy to jump in here and be successful and see continual growth and success month after month. And I just can't say it enough. It is the neatest, most respectful way is a better way to put it that I have been treated when I have joined a company. They consider that about me, and they gave me a position that I came in as division leader. And so to be given that was like, whoa, it was just mind blowing. And I don't know of another company that does it. I'm sure there's maybe one somewhere. I just don't know about it. But I can tell you that the way you are treated, if you have prior direct sales experience at Park Lane, is unmatched, and you will not regret checking into it. And hey, as with anything, you know what? Jump on a phone call with somebody. Whoever invited you to watch this video, I want you to reach out to them, ask questions. Because obviously I'm giving you a very brief overview here, but you're going to know if it's right for you. We can connect you with the right people to talk to, and you can absolutely run with it and see if it's for you. You'll know. So just a little bit about how to get involved here. We have several options. You can spend as little as $99. And you can spend a little over $400 if you want. It's totally up to you. There's also a middle option in there that's in the 200s. And you're going to pay a very small fee, and you're going to get a ton of beautiful jewelry. And if that's all you ever do, keep your jewelry, enjoy it, whatever. But the coolest thing is that allows you to then explore Park Lane and see what we're about. Check out the resources, start booking some style events, start dipping your toe in the water, run as hard as you can, go hard in the paint. I don't know. It's truly something that allows you to experience it and be a part of it. And so, a lot of times when I'm talking to people about social selling, you get a lot of fears. You get a lot of people that are unsure about it. So let me just tell you a few things. I hear a lot, what if I'm bad at it? Okay, first of all, with the resources, I don't really know anyone who's ever been bad at it. Maybe people just decided, well, it's not for me, and that's okay. Everything isn't for everybody, but you don't know until you try. And so that's what I would tell you. If $99 is stopping you from trying this, I'm not really sure what to say about that. It's like the best 99 bucks that you are ever going to spend. And so I say, do it. If there's any part of you that is on the fence about it, that has wondered about social selling, that has wondered about Park Lane, you see a friend really just killing it and doing great and having so much fun, are you really going to let $99 stop you from trying that? That's something that I don't fully comprehend, but I will tell you, if you let $99 stop you from experiencing the joy and the fun and the extra income, which is obviously what we all really want here, let's be honest, from experiencing all those things, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. And every day is a day you can't get back from making extra income for your family. The other thing that I hear a lot is, what are people going to think? I think that's normal in this society, especially with social media. It becomes very vulnerable, very overwhelming sometimes to start something new, to announce it. But let me tell you something. Those people don't pay your bills. Forget that. No one pays your bills but you. And I can promise you, most people are watching what you're doing going, what does that do for me? They're not worried about, I can't believe she's doing that. No, what they want to go is, well, what is that going to do for me? People are thinking about themselves way more than they're thinking about you. So if you let what other people think stop you from trying this, if it's not just the $99, Also, I feel actually I'm a little heartbroken about that for you, because I know what you're going to experience here. I know the community that you're getting ready to gain. I know the money you're getting ready to make. And I know the fun you're getting ready to have. And if you let other people's thoughts of you keep you from that, that's disappointing. And you don't do that. I'm just telling you right now, do not. If you were my best friend, I'd be like, heck no, do not do that. That's not the way we should be thinking in any realm of our life, but especially work, especially when it comes to being able to really significantly provide an extra income for your family. The other thing is, I hear people say too, like, well, hey, well, I've tried direct sales before. I've really worked hard in it and I haven't had success. Well, let me tell you something. I have seen this firsthand with several of the women that are on kind of like partnered with me in this. They did not have good experience at another company. They did not have, maybe the community was great. Like there were things about it that were awesome. But when it comes to success and making money, which again, I say is why we're here. Most people don't just want to sell jewelry to make no money or do whatever it is to make no money, right? We're trying to earn income, and it's okay to say that. So here are these women who have worked hard for years and put in the work, and they've done what they're supposed to do, and they didn't have success. I've seen them have immediate success at Park Lane because it's jewelry, it's the company, it's this coupled with this industry where you can do what you want to do with it on your own terms, on your own time. That's a special thing. And this company sets you up to win. You can do 2 style events in a month and make significant extra income for your family. So I don't care if you have failed at every other direct sales company that you've tried. You haven't tried Park Lane. And I can promise you, as the good Lord is my witness, I have seen people who it took them 15 months in a prior company to just make one promotion, did it in 2 months at Park Lane. 45 days, actually less than 2 months, she did it. She didn't work any harder at Park Lane than she worked at the prior company. But in 45 days, she did what it took her to do in 15 months. And that can be your story. So if you have direct sales experience, but you feel like you haven't done well, you have got to give this a shot, because you are set up to win. You already know what's going on here. This isn't new for you, right? So you have an edge, and you should take advantage of that. Ultimately, whether it's what people will think, whether you've never had success before, whether you're going to be bad at it, whatever, ultimately, the common denominator there is fear. You are letting fear stop you from doing something. And I just got to say, fear can, in any realm of our life, fear cannot dictate our decisions. Fear cannot dictate our decisions, right? Like, we make decisions based on what's best for us. And sometimes they are very, very scary. We have to do it anyway. And so I hope that you have gotten something good from this video. I hope you've gotten something really meaningful. And I hope that I've answered some questions. Of course, I also hope that this spurs more questions. And so the stylist that, again, had you watch this, whoever directed you here to check this out, please reach out to that person. Please ask all the questions. We are open books. We love Park Lane. We got nothing to hide. So whatever you want to know, we'll tell you. And I promise that you can make this whatever you want it to be. And I promise that if you do the work and you just commit to giving it whatever time you have, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe there's no way you can't see success. And so I'm excited for you to continue exploring this. Of course, if you stumbled on this video and you have questions, you're welcome to contact me at the information on the screen, but really reach out to the person that sent you here and ask away. I'm telling you, the time is now, and every single day that passes is a day that you could have been learning and growing and joining a community of amazing people. My life has been tremendously enriched by coming here. I wouldn't change a thing. I just can't tell you the joy that this brings me, and I want that for you. So thank you for watching. I am looking forward to hearing about your stories if you watch this video and you join us, and hopefully we'll talk soon.